Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. First, a little explanation and some lead up into the video because there's a small mistake made at the beginning. I did not notice that my mic was not set with my mixer at the beginning of this when we started, so this is kind of cutting into a moment that's already happening. So it might be a little confusing. So instead of letting it be confusing, I will explain. So before this, not much happened. It was basically the character Duke and the character Rey sitting in an inn, speaking to each other. Duke was having a meal. He had some mead. Rey had a very interesting drink. He asked for the closest thing to sap that he could get. He got a very odd drink. It was quite a funny moment. Might cut it in at some point, like maybe at the end or something. I'll throw it at I'll tack it on. Of him describing how he feels, but basically it was like drinking menthol that's got molasses in it. Is basically what it tasted like. Cold on the way down and not great for humans to taste and drink. Beyond that, it was mostly just the character, the mage, Nocturne. Nocturne came in and began speaking, or he also ordered a drink, which was just some water. Went over and began to speak with them, I believe, and was reacting to Rey being a Fey in our world, which is, if you want a good reference, look up a Fey from the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning game. Pretty much plucked them from that universe to use in mine, and I think they're very cool. They're a very cool race, a very cool way to look at that race, and at least as like a base and not one of the sub Fey races or anything like that. Beyond that, the only other important piece of information is Nocturne failed a roll of, I think, spout lore, so he doesn't really know what he's heard of Fey, but he's never seen one, nor does he know what they look like or know anything about them. And then from there, the sheriff of Inway, which is the town, came running in. His name is Sheriff Gideon. He came running in, yelling about Minotaur and such, which I think happens after all of this. I think after I fix my audio. Anyways, I'll stop stalling. More to come. This is a 3-session sort of campaign that I'm trying to do. We'll try and stick to 3. If the players want to keep going, we're going to keep going. It's up to them. Otherwise, I'm keeping it down to 3. I'll probably end this specific adventure in 3 sessions. That's my goal. But if they want to go longer, I'll set up another one for them, and we'll keep going with these characters for a little bit. But totally up to them how they want to do it. We negotiated at the beginning, but we'll figure it out if it comes to that. So for these, at least this adventure, enjoy. And there's another one coming. There's another Dungeon World coming soon, starting soon. So that'll also be getting uploaded. For now, I will say enjoy. Almost cinematically, as you all begin to finish your drinks, glass of water comes to the bottom. Strange, icy sap drink also reaches the bottom. Food eaten, mead gone. Kind of like a moment of like, you sit back, kind of like when you're at a restaurant, you sit back and you're just like, that was good. All right, should we leave? And at that moment of like sitting and relaxing for a moment, a man in, I would say, you guys remember the Imperial armor, correct?
Yeah.
This would be
what?
Skyrim.
Like what Atkins wore, and like just sort of that general
like metal,
You know,
like armor.
Does it look like Roman Imperial
Yeah.
armor?
Yeah,
No.
The Roman. Wait, does it kind of look like the specific, like the Roman super soldiers, whatever?
here, I will give you an image.
He's talking about some stuff from the last campaign that you weren't there for.
Oh, never mind then.
I think
Give me a quick second. I'll give you
I definitely wouldn't know then.
an
I
image.
think it's like gold or something.
It's silver with gold trim, but I have an image that I can share with you so you can
sexy.
get a really good idea.
had an image of Edgar in his very own version too, so you can get a glimpse of that real quick. This was
Poe.
Your character had more fucking wardrobe changes than a Super Bowl halftime show.
Remember that beach episode that you were talking about? I made that Edgar too, but it wouldn't let me share it, probably because I wasn't friends with y'all, and it was like, there's nudity in this.
Damn.
Like, no, he's just ripped and he doesn't have a shirt on, come on.
Yeah, nudity.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, silver and gold armor, got it.
Silver and gold armor. So this guy in Imperial armor adjacent comes running in, and sorry, hold on, I'm almost there.
Sorry.
Almost found it. There it is.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, my apologies.
But he's in Imperial adjacent armor. He comes running in, and he says, "Everyone clear out! Everyone go! We're evacuating the town. We're under attack."
Now hang on there for a second, bud. What's going on here?
The entire thing.
We're being attacked. I don't even know what's. They're just attacking and stealing things from like stores and just taking what they can.
Who is this?
Some minotaurs.
Minotaurs? That don't sound good to me.
I haven't seen a Minotaur in a long time.
Oh shit.
Strong folk they are.
Nocturne runs out the inn. Go find the Minotaurs.
Here's a very basic. This is just Atkins, but this
Wait,
is
are
what
you
the
running
armor
towards
looks
the
like.
Minotaurs? I see.
But yeah, he says he's there's a mark on his armor on the chest, like a symbol of authority, and then of course a general armor, just like what's imaged there, and then he's human, yes. I will say, Nocturne, you see this symbol and you know this to be the sheriff of the town. So what do you guys do?
I look at Rey, and I say, well, this might be our chance. Think about it. We get rid of these here Minotaurs, we might gain ourselves, a little bit of sway around here. Oh, the great heroes who killed the Minotaurs. This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
That will give us the right to talk to the leader of the town. You're not wrong there.
Let's go.
Nocturne's
take
already
our-
run out of the inn.
I will pop my chilele.
Your Shilaga?
Your Shilagagalaga.
And I talk to the captain. We can, or the guy. We can go fight.
Yeah, point the way.
Point the way.
You're gonna what? You're gonna fight?
We'll fight. We'll
Well,
defend.
sure.
Are you
It's
trained?
down.
Are you like a part of the guard? What are you?
I was an
listen,
elder.
buddy. Listen, buddy. I flashed my badge, my security badge. I'm chief security officer for Woodland Hills Mall. Okay, buddy. I've been around the block. Don't test
And I'm an
me.
elder tree. I've led many men before, and many
Yeah.
men after.
So yeah,
just one
you might
man
could
after.
say we're trained.
And so he's like looking you two over, and he goes, "The Fey, I understand. The human. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, Professor, excuse me, I'm sorry. Are you able to help? I'm not sure what your mission
The
is
homeless
here,
guy.
Please. I'm happy to help.
but he clearly recognizes a mage when he sees one.
This won't delay my research any bit. It'll just, if anything, help me gather new intel.
The old teacher.
Good to hear.
Just get on the way.
And so, if any of you are looking at the map, I'm going to say you're probably on the western side of town there, and one of those buildings would be the inn. I'll say the very first big blue building on the bottom side of the road from the middle. You come out of there, and he starts taking you jogging pace. You see guards scattering and people running. The atmosphere is quite is quite tense. And he takes you over to the western side of the town, and you begin to see like some commotion over on your right, something moving. A crate maybe gets thrown in the road, and a barrel goes rolling. Over on your left, you see something else similar. You see like a wooden awning to a building collapse over like the stables or something. Part of it collapses down.
Oh fuck.
And
What have we got ourselves into? I wonder.
it is quite a tense moment here. And there, at the end of the road, give me 1 second. You see some minotaurs.
How big are
Glad.
these minotaurs?
They are... How tall are they? I don't remember off the top of my head. They are about 9-ish feet tall.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
Oh boy.
But they're all... There's 2 of them there. And then there's another one standing with them, which you can't make out quite yet. Kind of turned... and just kind of watching the conflict from behind the other 2. The other 2 are just kind of walking in front of him, clearly. What do you all do? There's clearly commotion all around. There's guards running. There's the guy that you were interacting with, the sheriff of the town. What do you do?
Question.
Yes.
Would you say this is the first time Duke has encountered a minotaur before in this world?
I think it's really up to you.
Are you leaning for a roll, or would you rather
I have
just
a
like,
move.
kind of decide? Okay.
Well, I have a move that says calling out the cliche. When you first encounter
that's
a new
right.
type of inhuman creature, you may ask the GM one question about it. The GM will
Okay.
ask what pop culture source you learned the answer from. Truthfully now.
Okay.
But,
What pop culture source would you have learned this from?
well, I was going to ask my question about it,
Okay.
but I don't know if this counts. I would just want to know, like, would I know from... This move is phrased a little bit weird.
It is.
I just want to
Interpret it as best
know
you can, though.
if minotaurs have any like special weaknesses that I might know about.
They're quite large and rampaging. They tend to get ahead of themselves.
Do they? Because I had a plan. Let me ask you this. Well, go ahead and finish what you're saying. And then
Well, I was going to say the opposite to that would just be they do have an unerring ability to sense direction. That's why the Minotaur in
Okay, now here's what I was
Tale's
gonna say.
story was trapped in a labyrinth.
Here's the thing, though. That doesn't make sense. Because if they have a particularly powerful sense of direction, they would be able to get out of the maze. Wouldn't it be that Minotaurs
It's an
have
enchanted
shit
maze.
direction?
But
It's
they
an
like it there,
enchanted
they live
maze.
there.
It's meant for him to not get out of it. It's made for him to not be able to find his way out.
It's not actually magical in the myth. It's just a really
Is it?
big
I have no
maze.
fucking clue.
Yeah.
Okay. The monster book specifically says that they have an unerring sense
does
of
it?
direction. But I'm just telling you
I mean,
that
I guess
because
they
that's,
do then.
because that's
Well-
how I like that. I think it's cool. But
I mean,
they
I
are
do
very
agree. I think it's
raging.
cool.
They're very rampaging, raging creatures,
Damn.
as a lot of large monster-like creatures are. They're not really
Alright,
creatures
well,
though. They're
we're
technically a
fucked.
form of people.
I had a whole plan and everything, but fuck, I guess we just gotta go in the old-fashioned way, guns a-blazing.
Guns
Or shillelaghs in your
blazing.
case.
So
My
what do you
shillelagh
do,
is all I
gentlemen?
need.
Anything else you want to do?
I whip out Old Faithful, you know, the old god. I'm like, hey, homeless dude, you know anything about these type of creatures? Besides that they have an unwavering sense of direction.
Do they? I figured they were
do.
just rambunctious, charging everything.
Yep, so trapping them in a maze ain't gonna work.
I don't see a maze around here.
See, could I say what my plan, what I wanted to do?
What'd you want to do?
I thought that it would be that Minotaurs have shit direction, so I was gonna like have the guards like gather pieces of broken wood and stuff and build a maze in the town
I will
square.
say your
trap
typical
them.
Minotaur will. That doesn't. I will say when I tell you things, I could say you could interpret it as not necessarily all of them are this way, but some of them, yes. I simply was just quoting what the thing said.
Right,
But
right.
you-
I get-
one
I
could
got
assume that maybe it's not all of them. Maybe it's just maybe these are stupid.
Maybe it's okay.
They're
to give you-
such
just to give you-
dumbass minotaur.
If you want to try and work with something like. But anyways,
Right.
if you guys want to, take a moment and plan and try and figure out what you want to do, I'll allow
All right,
that.
fellas, got any ideas?
Are you two trained for this? Sort
How
of
many
thing?
are there? How many are
Mm,
there?
All right, Yash, your first roll in
It's not my
Dungeon
first
World.
roll.
Your first
Ooh.
roll. All right, take your 2d6. You're gonna roll them,
Exciting.
and you're rolling a move called not Defy Danger, Discern Realities. You're gonna add your Wisdom modifier to this.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh.
All right, so go 12.
Ooh, very nice.
That's good.
Maximum. Okay, so on the list of Discern Realities, do you have that pulled up, or I linked you something,
yeah.
right?
You give it to me.
Oh, I don't.
Is that
Do I
on
need to
my
have the basic
character
moves
shift?
open?
Okay, so I'll read the full move. When you closely study a situation or a person, roll plus wisdom. On a 10+, ask the GM 3 questions from the list below.
Have to...
On a 7 to 9, ask 1. Take +1 forward when acting on the answers. And then there are 6 questions that you can ask me on this list. And then, of course, when you ask the question, you can give me context of like exactly what you mean.
Okay.
So in this situation, asking like how many there are.
Yeah.
So
that's the case.
So on the
it is 2d6 by the way, right? I didn't fuck that up.
Yeah. So on the discern realities list, ask me one of those questions.
I don't think I have it on my character sheet. I don't really know where to see.
Oh no. That's it's one of the basic moves.
In the basic moves.
Here, give me 2 seconds.
I only see I have
that.
Nature Sustain, Spirit Tongue, and Ship Shifter. Oh,
those are your moves. There's a list of basic moves that everyone has access to.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna link it to him. Give me a second.
There's a doc that just has all of them on it that he's getting right now.
All right, that right there. It might take a couple seconds to load, but when you scroll down, it's the second page, top right is discern realities. I would keep this open because this is all the basic moves. You'll use these.
I'm gonna go ahead and have this open too because I forget.
Yeah, it's a good idea for everybody to have it open. Even if you know this game through and through, it's a good idea to have it open. It's like I always have it open in multiple ways as best I can.
Still loading.
It's fun. It takes a second to load. It takes a second for me too. I don't know why. It's a specific version that takes a second.
Shall I read the questions aloud?
I was gonna let him see them. First.
He's having troubles.
What happened? The first one is what happened here recently. The next one is what is about to happen. What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? What here is not what it appears to be? Those are the 6 questions.
I guess I should go with who's really in control here?
That figure of a larger minotaur behind the 2 that seem to be guarding it down, probably about, I'd say about 100 yards away from you.
Okay, so I turn around to this students like, the minotaur in the back.
You have 2 more questions, by the way, whenever you want to use them.
Sick. So good. Oh, okay, later.
Yeah, you can hold on to
them. Okay, I do want to know
how
many are there.
So what should I be on the lookout for? I guess I'll use it as what should I be on the lookout for?
What should I be on the lookout for?
From what you can see, at least moving about the buildings on the left and the right of the road, there's at least 2 currently. There could be maybe 1 more. If you think of a third question as we move on here in the next couple seconds, just let me know like what you're thinking.
Okay.
So you're saying the big one's in charge here?
That's right. I know a leader when I see one.
Has everybody been evacuated from the town?
Are you asking the sheriff?
I'm looking at the captain of the guard.
Yeah, I would not know.
We're working on that right now. This side of town's been evacuated pretty successfully, but everybody else hasn't quite got out yet. The guards are trying. We haven't even begun to engage these guys yet.
Them to?
They're heading east.
All right, you got anything around that's red, partner?
Anything what?
Anything red. Your life depends on it, brother.
Maybe in one of the clothing shops.
All right, I run into a clothing store and I look for some red, like sheets or like drapery or something. Anything.
So you run over to somebody who's clearly making like
perception,
blankets and tapestries, and like it's probably back down the road a few hundred feet, and you run in, and there's an older human woman in there, like grabbing her things, like trying to, like throwing them in a bag as she's like hitting the door as you walk up.
It's like, man, I need to borrow this for a minute. I'll pay you back later. I promise.
What? Okay. I'm just gonna say you grab something red and then just take off before she's able to really comprehend what you're doing.
I make it back to the group. I'm like, all right, fellas, you ever heard of the old switcheroo?
And we have the BBEG of this campaign established. A little old woman in the tapestry shop.
You stole my favorite blanket.
As she summons eldritch powers. Okay, so you run back over with your red piece of cloth.
Maybe I grabbed a couple actually, and I'm like,
Okay.
I need your help with this, fellas. He said they evacuate everyone to the west.
To the east side of town.
All right, so,
So the west side of the town is being evacuated to the east.
Okay, so I'm like, all right, listen here. I might know
You might not know nothing.
I might not know a lot about minotaurs, but I know one thing about that's they hate the color red here. All right, we're gonna
Red.
make a little distraction type situation. We're gonna lead them the opposite way that people are being evacuated. We're gonna get them outside of town to minimize collateral damage. All right, and then well, I'm gonna take old reliable here, and we're gonna do business.
I have an idea.
Okay,
I can run past by them with the red. What do you say this was, a flag?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
You feel it, and it feels like
This is cloth.
like a curtain.
This red cloth.
I'll say to Duke, it probably feels like a curtain. Ray, to you, it's just human cloth material.
Okay. Yeah, just clothing. It's like I could run past by them with a little something, if you know what I mean. It's like
Nocturne, what are you doing in this situation? What are you thinking of their plan?
He's just like staring him down. He's just been going on about, yeah, if we use this red cloth.
My idea is to get them out of the town to minimize damage to the city.
No, I totally get it, but like, just imagine he's not from this world. It's not the old bull logic. It's just, what is waving cloth in front of them going to do?
That's our best shot.
All right, Nocturne's just thinking.
Listen, if anyone's got a better idea, say it now, because we don't have a lot of time.
All right,
turn
guys.
into a bear. Can I turn into a bear? I'm turning into a bear.
You want to use shapeshifter?
Yeah, I want shapeshifter.
All right, so
Turn into a bear. It's like a forest creature.
Yes, so on shapeshifter, you roll 2d6 and add your wisdom modifier. On a 10 plus, you hold 3. On a 7 to 9, you hold 2. On a miss, you hold 1, in addition to whatever the GM says. You may take on the physical form of any species whose essence you've studied for lives on land, blah, 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 blah. You change into a thing. Claws, wings, blah, blah, blah. We discussed this.
I got a 5. Yeah.
You got a 5?
Plus
okay.
your modifier?
What are you transforming into, and you have 1
2.
hold?
Oh, it's gonna be bad. I'm transforming into a bear, and what was the other question?
Okay, so for a bear, what are the two moves that this bear would have? Kind of like what we talked about at the bottom left of your character sheet.
Yeah. I want to say, okay, so I'm going to say like hair, I guess, right?
Like claw.
Yeah, like claw or teeth or something, just like a.
So we'll just say claw attack.
And
Sure,
climb,
claw
maybe?
attack. Can I climb?
Bears are great climbers.
Bears are very good
Bears.
climbers. Yes.
It's true.
Okay.
Or
So
whatever
by the
you
way,
want.
so
I
what?
think that's good.
So
sure.
so
I
the
don't know shit
ability,
about bears.
quick climb is what we could call it and shorten it to.
All right,
Does that work for you?
it works for me.
Okay.
Also,
So claw attack and quick climb. I will tell you, by the way, so what hold means is you have the ability to, so when you have a hold allows you to do something without having to roll, just as a given move. I'm trying to
it's
say
like
action so
currency
not
that
to
you
confuse
spend
it.
to do stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like currency you spend in place of rolling dice, and it acts as basically a 10 plus.
All right.
However, unfortunately, you only have 1 hold right now.
Yeah.
So whenever you spend it,
it's gone.
I have more explaining to do, but when you spend it, you will transform back. However,
Oh shit.
you do reserve the ability to just do a regular, what in this game is called hack and slash, which is a melee attack, without spending your hold. But it won't be a claw attack like with the bear, where you just spend the hold and you're able to do it, and maybe something happens, or maybe you kill the target. We'll get to that when you actually do that. But you do reserve the ability to just do, a regular hack and slash. You roll 2d6 and a normal thing.
Can we call
Also,
the ability bite then? I feel like it would be more.
In place
a
of
little more
what?
sense then. Instead of claw.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that actually. That makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're
Also,
saying.
you get experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you get experience from your failed roll.
Big XP.
Yeah, so you mark
Okay.
1 experience point.
1 XP. Okay.
Yeah, up in the top right where it says XP.
Anytime you roll a 6 or below, you get an XP.
Yeah, when you fail a roll,
Mhm.
you get experience in this game.
6 or below. Noted. Can I talk as a bear?
You tell
don't
me.
know.
This is one of those games where when you ask questions like that, or I ask questions like that, what do you think?
I can talk as a bear, but it's really distorted and creepy.
Okay.
Ew.
Can I get a sample of that while you're transformed into a bear and you're trying to relay information to them?
Hello.
I don't
Okay.
like that.
We must run.
Okay, so because of your miss, I'm going to take my opportunity here in addition to whatever the GM says. So you're able to turn into a bear. You have your one hold. But now that you transformed and you're speaking this very grumbly, low bear voice,
Yeah.
one of the minotaurs over on the left side of the road has noticed you all now and calls out to the other across the street. And he says, "Hey! They're over there! They're gonna attack!" And the one that called out begins to charge towards you as the other one comes like tearing out of whatever he's into, some stalls and such. Breaks the stalls to pieces with his head and then comes charging in behind the other one as well.
Okay. I
All right, Bell's plan B.
bite
Alright,
the
so there's
fucking
a-
cloth off. Okay, wait. I bite the cloth off of Gogo. Just start running with it.
So you're just gonna grab the cloth and take off running?
I hop
Yeah.
on his back.
Oh, okay. So Yash, you grab the cloth off him, you take off running.
Right towards the east.
How
which is the
coordinated
black
is
way.
Duke?
He's holding onto a tree bear.
Like,
What's running
he
away?
passed the presidential fitness test. He is coordinated enough to be a mall cop.
Roll 2d6 and add your dexterity modifier, please.
Am I defying danger?
You are
Jump on-
defying the
to
dangers.
jump on a running bear's back.
Yeah, give me defy dex, please.
Plus dex. Okay.
Yeah, defy plus dex.
That is a 9 total.
All right, so you jump in the air as he grabs the cloth off of you, and you kind of like, hey, I know what he's doing, and then you jump in the air to try and get on top of him.
I like
the
your
way-
impression of my character. He sounds like Link from fucking GMM.
So
I
you
know what
jump
he's doing.
forward, and your foot that you jumped off of to try and catch this bear catches a rock as you go, and you spin around and you land on the bear backwards.
God damn it.
So you are with Yash on the bear, but you are currently backwards. Nocturne, what are you doing? You just saw a man jump on a bear, and the bear grabbed the cloth off of him just before that. And they are taking off
That's
running
quite
towards these two
fast.
minotaurs.
Alright. He's just spinning his staff full, like, alright, I'm hoping they can distract him. And
We're
I'm
gonna die so soon.
I'm gonna use some
Oh,
black
we won't die.
magic on these minotaurs.
Oh, now he uses the black magic.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
black
going to use some black magic?
Why I gotta be black?
So I'm going to say, okay, what I
Why
was
not
going to
that
say...
white magic, huh?
What I was going to say before you mentioned the running, grabbing the cloth and running towards them, they are about, like... So the big guy is about... Have you been walking forward this whole time, or what have you been doing? You're just kind of like standing, discussing, or...
I think we're discussing probably.
Just
behind a building
discussing?
or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're
the big
probably
guy...
hunched down somewhat, like trying to be kind of sneaky, and then Yash
Well,
just turned into.
So
a
what I was
fucking
going to
bear.
say before
Well,
the
you set a
cloth
plan.
grab
I was ready
and
to
run
go.
away.
I'm a man of action.
The big guy was about 100 yards away, and the other two in the stalls here and
I
there
should turn into a wolf.
about 80
Hindsight.
yards away. So they've got a bit of a ways to run to get to you, and as well as you to them. So I will say, and I'll simply abstract. I'm not going to make you like this again. This isn't D&D, so there's no turns here. I will say you do have a long distance to run before you get to them, but I'll of course you run over there and then you cast black magic, of course. So the three of you, well, two of you, one riding, run towards these two minotaurs as they're charging towards you at quite a ridiculous pace, a lot faster than you are probably moving towards them. And Nocturne, you stop and begin to... What does it look like when you begin to cast a spell as we go into making this first cast a spell roll? Or
Alright.
black magic roll.
Alright, so he's just, like I said, he's spinning his staff. So, you
Okay.
know, usually he would gear up for a hit, but since he's casting black magic, and you just see green smoke start to swirl all around it, and you see a black rock, more crude than the one on his staff, just start to form at the end as he's spinning it. And I'm gonna choose. It says I get to choose 2 tags for this. So the one I'm gonna go for is near, which I'm looking at range tags. Near.
Yeah, near is farther than reach.
Yeah, so I'm using near so I can stay further back.
Okay, good idea.
And the other tag I'm using is 2 targets.
Okay, so that's a
takes
-1 to your damage, right?
-1 to damage, but I'll be able to hit both of them if I do it. Well, yeah, 2 tags.
Okay, so roll your 2d6 plus intelligence for black magic.
God, here we go. Please be 10 plus. Well, I got an 8, so good enough.
Okay, it's pretty good.
And then I also choose 1. There's like 3 things. John wanted attention, or put someone in a spot. Remove a non-range tag of their choice and deal -1 damage, or it saps my energy and I take -1 ongoing to intelligence until I have a few minutes to clear my head. I'm gonna go for the -1 intelligence. That way I can still do a little more damage. It'll have
Okay. So make sure you mark -1 until you clear your head. Just kind of like, I don't know, maybe write that like next to black magic for now until you can erase it and clear your head and stuff.
Alright,
Okay, so roll your damage.
1d8.
Yes, sir.
Just don't be a 1 or literally just a fucking pebble. Alright, roll 6, so it'd be 5 damage to both of them.
Both of them. Very nice. So what does this attack look like?
Alright, he's spinning it, and then all of a sudden you see it just crack in the middle. He's like, alright, you boys ready to see a meteor shower? And then he just spins and just, like, slings his staff. Not like throws it, but just kind of like swings it. Like he's gonna hit something with it, but it just shoots the 2 rocks towards the Minotaurs with like a green smoke, like ethereal trail behind them.
Okay, so Yash, as you're running forward, you see 2 green ethereal, like, interwoven black rocks come flying over your head and hit these 2 minotaurs and like stop them dead in their tracks for a moment. What are you and Duke going to do since you're both together there?
Well, I'm trying to distract the Minotaurs to go east, but that's very shocking. So
maybe we should just give up. As we're charging over there, I'm like, maybe we'll forget about the distraction thing.
I kind of like go
Seems
up.
like our homeless frick compadre is pretty intent on just wiping them out. Just take me to head level. I'll do the rest. And I'm trying to get myself the right way around on the.
Okay, so I get it. So I'm like, I kind of like trying to turn around, you know, and start moving right from back where we came.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm waiting for. I'm like, I don't know. I'm waiting for Gogo to say he wants to get off, I guess.
I'm not getting off. I'm trying to do a drive-by headshot on this Minotaur.
Oh, is that why you? Okay.
Yeah, so take me to head level. Like,
head
give me,
level.
Like yeah. I might have to stand up actually on your back to be able to do that, which might be fun.
Okay, is there like any like, okay, so I stop, I see around, do I see anything like level that I could be like, I don't know, like a building or something I could be on top of or nearby, or some kind
There's
of
plenty
structure
of
where I can stand on?
smaller stalls, maybe like stables looking type places where you could buy horses or various other types of livestock.
I feel like if you get on top of that, you'll break through it. Bears are very heavy.
They are very heavy, yeah.
It's a tree bear, it's less.
If you want to try it, I'll give you a Defy Danger Dex, and you can try and see if you don't fall
I
through.
figured since they were like breaking up buildings and shit, and this houses seem to be made of like, I don't know, like rock, wood. They seem solid.
I really
Some of
want
them,
to
yeah.
drive by, shoot the bear while riding the bull while riding a bear. The Minotaur. I'm like, just run past him. I'll take the shot.
Okay, I start running like around them, like I start running around.
Like
the
go
left
around
one.
like the side of them. Okay.
Yeah, like the side, like around, like making a circle towards like, I don't know, like 30.
So you're running towards them.
40
Duke begins
40
to
yards,
ride himself.
40 yards away. I don't know.
Duke begins to ride himself on top of you, and you begin to make like a circle around them.
Yeah.
And the one on the right begins to like kind of shake loose of this slight stun. It was probably about 2 seconds that he was kind of like had to shake his head out of it. And he looks at you and he raises his the fuck are they using? I don't even remember. They have axes, don't they? Yeah, he's got an axe. Okay, I figured it was an axe. I just couldn't remember. So he raises his axe into 2 hands and he like begins kicking his foot as if to begin charging towards you, and he starts running. What happens now, guys?
I want to line up a shot and try to shoot him right between the eyes.
All right. Is there any special way that this works? Besides
it just
the fact that it's...
when you use the gun in a volley, it's just a volley.
Okay. I was just making sure there was nothing else besides
Yeah.
volley.
And then I have options, like...
Yeah.
But we'll
So-
just make the move first.
Yeah, so roll 2d6 and add your dex.
Come on, baby.
Shoot him
I
there,
got
boy.
13, baby.
All right.
And
Very
it
nice.
says, when you use the gun in a volley, you may choose to spend 1 ammo to do one of the following. Plus 1d6 damage, frighten an opponent, reduce an opponent's armor by 1, or lay down suppressive fire. What does that mean?
I think you keep him down in place.
It'd be like a stun, basically.
Does he look pretty heavily armored? From what I can
imagine.
tell?
Oh,
These guys are just wearing like leather straps and stuff. They're not really like
Okay.
armored.
They have no armor.
I'll just spend my ammo to do a plus 1d6 damage then.
Okay.
I'm just
Very
gonna
nice.
write, I'm just gonna draw a little tally of 1 next to that so I know I spent 1 ammo. I have 3 until I have to like get more. So my damage die is only a d6.
And then you add your extra
Oh.
d6 as well.
Yeah, that's 3 for the first one
Okay.
and 1 for the second. 4 damage. That
All
sucks.
right. So how do you kill the Minotaur on the right?
He's dead.
He's dead. Yep.
All right, as Rey, you know, he runs by, he swings, does a fucking Tokyo drift. I'm like, you know, cock the Glock, and I'm like, I say, I've had about enough of your bullshit, partner. And then I
Fuck
shoot him.
you.
We watched the bullet fly like the fucking kill cam in New Vegas, even though I was turning that shit off. And he goes, and goes right between his fucking eyes, and he collapses to the ground with a thunderous thud.
All right, Yash. What about you? Are
And
you just gonna continue to run?
I say bullseye. That's 2 for 1, buddy. 2 bull puns for the price of 1.
All right. So, Yash and also Nocturne, this divine sound has rung out from the metal object in the hand of this human. What are your reactions to this strange object?
It's the first time I see him shoot, because we've gone around before.
Oh, I've used it before, I'm sure.
Okay.
So I imagine I wouldn't be all that
So
surprised.
the question would be for
so-
Nocturne then.
That would mean would Nocturne know about the what were they, the dragon people? What were they called?
Yeah.
The draconic people
Yeah, the draconic people.
and their weapons.
Yeah.
I would say their weapons pop up here and there. Those weapons are unique and somewhat rare, but they're not like non-existent to anyone else. Like they're around, but not often. So probably,
Yeah, he
but
flies-
it sounds different.
That almost sounds like a draconic's gun. What the hell? He's just like, no time to worry about that. I'll ask questions later. He's gonna shoot another fucking rock at the other Minotaur.
Is
Okay,
he
so as
close
this
to
shot,
us now?
Who?
Nocturne, or is he still back?
he's
I
probably
imagine he's
still
still
back in the same area was before, right?
Yeah, I'm still back there.
Okay.
I haven't really moved. Maybe a few steps forward.
Okay, so the other Minotaur has like shaken loose of his sort of stun as the other one turned and began to charge towards you, and then dropped to death, died before he hit the ground, and he's now charging towards you, Nocturne, and you're casting black magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you do that, the other thing that happens when you fire this weapon also, the 2 Minotaurs at the end at the end of the road there, as well as the big one, you have now gained all of their attention, and they've begun marching in this direction at a quick pace. So, Pendulum of Doom is crawling down. So roll your black magic.
Let's make this quick. Got +1 instead of +2 now. I got a 9. That
Okay.
means I gotta choose. Does the -1 stack if I chose that again?
Sure, I'll allow it.
I would say, because I mean, I could just.
Like,
If
you
it
can
was
make
just
yourself more and more tired. It's not like you get tired and then that's it.
Do that. Now I got -2 to fucking It's like, oh my god. Oh, I got a headache. All right, the tags.
I
the
got the
tags,
migraine.
the tags I'm choosing since I'm shooting at one guy now. I'm gonna choose. How far away from me is he? Like 10 feet away.
Getting
I'll say-
increasingly
no,
closer.
he's a little farther than that, probably about 40 feet away, closing in.
All right, we're using near again.
Okay.
Near and piercing 1, which means if he had like, it
Armor.
takes.
If he
it
has
takes
any
a while.
armor, it would go through. He does not have piercing or any armor. I will say that.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, there's no armor on these. They're wearing like leather straps with like pauldrons on them, but it's mainly just like maybe a place to put their weapon on their back, and then just like some shoulder coverings maybe or something.
Do they have pants?
They do have pants, yes.
You just have the dick swinging around.
Hell yeah.
It's not gonna. I don't have to choose.
Say if you don't want to waste a tag, I'll allow you to switch that if you want.
Oh, I'm gonna use forceful instead.
I was hoping you would do that. That's very cool.
Knock
All right,
someone
roll.
back.
Roll your damage.
An 8.
Ooh, how do you eviscerate this minotaur?
Just like, oh man, give me a second. What? Fucking 8 damage. All right, he's gonna. All right, yeah, he's getting as he's running towards him. He's just like, instead of just like spinning his staff, he's just like gripping it and just imbuing magic into it. Just like, come on, come on, come on, come on, and then he's just gonna fire right at his head, and just you can see a skull, the green ethereal skull on the rock now that just like fades after a second, and just right through his head.
Very nice.
Another headshot.
If not the whole head. Just goes,
Headshot.
yeah, the whole head
Headshot.
just goes away.
So,
His head goes away.
It's
so this minotaur's head squishes, very cinematically, as the other 3 close in on you, and you now get a clear image of what clearly is their leader. And,
I start running towards the leader.
He's very clearly the leader. Bigger axe, armored,
I think you should
Clearly
attack
ready for
this
battle.
guy.
but this other guy, he's been just absolutely eviscerated. But there's 3 minotaurs standing before you now. One clearly more
Wait, I thought there
prepared
were
than
3
the
to
others.
begin with, and we
There
killed
were-
2.
There were 2 and maybe more. It was a question mark, but it clearly has turned out that there were only 2 raiding stalls around the road, and then 3 at the
boy.
very end of the road.
Also, there's 5 total of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
5
shit.
total.
Damn.
All right, so what do you do?
Uh,
I'm a one-trick pony, so if someone wants to go first, I'll let them.
Right, alright.
I start
This
running
guy-
towards. Oh fuck! Where's everyone?
I will say, the 2 guarding looking ones that look about the same armored as the 2 you've just killed are running out in front, and the armored one is in the back. One of the regular ones begins to run towards you and Duke, and then the other 2 are running towards this guy who keeps chunking rocks magically.
Like, let's
okay.
take out.
So I
let's
start running towards the one that's coming towards us.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I am going
Charge
to
him.
charge him and try to
Okay.
like fucking. You
I
probably
might
want
have
to
to
jump off.
bail.
You probably have to jump off.
I'm like,
Okay, before when I start, okay, so I see the 2 minotaurs, right? And I realize the one is coming to me, so I start to like shake a little off to like warn not Roy,
Nocturne?
Duke.
Oh,
No, to
Duke.
warn Duke, because he's like riding me, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
I try to shake him off to be like, okay, this is happening. Start like club it at the ground, and then I
Okay.
start like,
I got
Do
an
you get it?
idea.
do you get it or do you not get it?
I
'Cause Then I
gotcha.
start charging.
I'm gonna
Okay,
put a
he
little
got
sauce
me.
on it. I'm gonna put a little sauce on it.
Yeah, so he jumps off or whatever, and I start charging. Just
Wait,
with all
no.
the
No,
all the
here's my
energy I
idea.
got.
Can I say my idea? As you charge at this guy, before you reach him, because the main armored guy's in the back, right?
Yeah, he's
I wanna-
more to your left though. He's
I
running
want-
towards
I
Nocturne.
would like to jump off using the momentum of his charge and get it like an aerial view of him and shoot him from the air. I'm doing fucking Matrix shit over here.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll say roll your volley, and I'll include that since that is technically a dex roll as well. So roll volley, 2d6 plus dex.
Oh. Wait. What's my dex? I got a 6.
Oh, mark XP.
Oh no.
I'm gonna eat shit. Do we
All
want
right,
to take care of
so-
what happens with Yash's attack first? And
Let's find out what happens there, and then we'll come back to this failure. So Yash,
Yes.
what are you
so
doing?
I run them, and then I like jump towards it with my claws in the front. So it's like a claw attack, and just
Okay, so you're just gonna
bonk
try
it
to hack
with-
and slash.
actually I should try to just like hack it. No, like bite it. Just my whole thingy. Just
Are you gonna use your hold?
push him with all my momentum. Yeah, just
Okay,
full
so
force.
when you can do this and you can bite him and you can do your damage and stuff, but when you use this hold, you will transform back into your
That's
natural
okay.
form. Okay.
I'll
just
put my
making sure.
shillelagh and beat him to shit with it.
Okay, so you spend your hold and roll your damage for the bite attack.
2d6.
What is your damage die? It's in the top
7.
left or the top middle of your sheet. It just says
Top.
damage. It's a D6,
is his
but
bear attack just the same damage as his class damage?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you don't get no top bonus for nothing.
well, they're also minotaurs. They're not. If it was like a human, I might be like, D8. But like these are minotaurs. It would just be about the same.
Okay. So I'm still damage d6. Yeah. Max Constitution +6. Oh, good to know. Not sure what the damage is though. It's just a d6.
Yeah, just a D6. You just roll
Just
your
basic?
D6. Yeah.
Okay, just one.
Yeah, just one D6. The health totals in this game are very, very low in comparison to others.
Noted. One.
So Nocturne rolling an 8 on his damage die for black magic is fucking, that's a shit ton of damage.
Okay. And that goes with Constitution.
No, sorry. So hack and slash. No, you don't roll any of that. You just roll your damage.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. You spent your hold, which counts as a 10 plus on
Okay,
your hack and
1d6.
slash.
Is
So
there any
just-
plus to it?
No, just your D6.
Okay, just 4 then.
Give me 1 second here. Let me pull these back up. Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. It's on this fucking thing. Get this shit out of here. Oh, it's gone. No, it's stuck on my screen forever.
What's happening?
I open.
Thanks,
It's nothing.
clearly.
Nothing is actually happening. I opened my Epic Pen thing, the thing that I used to draw on my screen. This is
That's
right
a
next
lot
to
of-
my notepad.
There's a whole lot of nothing going on there.
Okay. So, you run up and bite this guy. Actually, no. Back up a second. So, Duke jumps off of you and tries to, like, somersault through the air over this guy. And this Minotaur just swings his axe overhead because you didn't jump as high as you thought. Actually, what it was,
No.
you jumped pretty fucking high, but they're really tall, which you did not clock.
He's
And,
gonna disembowel me.
He does 3 damage to you.
Oof.
That's a lot.
As he swings and like kind of chops you out of the air, Yash, you run up behind him and bite him and hurt him pretty good. Nocturne, you have 2 Minotaurs, one looking pretty burly and angry in comparison to the others, running towards you. What do you do?
Wait, just one's running at me?
2 of them. The big one and the normal one.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question really quick?
Yes.
So he said he did 3 damage, but like, what did he do? Did he like hit me with an axe or?
Yeah, he swung his axe over his head and hit you out of the air with it.
Oh,
He didn't
can
like bring you down to the ground. He just hit you with it as you were going over.
Right. I'm just trying to should rationalize how I'm not like my guts aren't spilling everywhere. Well, just say he like hit my shield. I've turned over a little in there and he hit the shield of my. And it still hurt
like
me. Yeah.
he didn't quite get you like super well. Not a
Yeah.
killing blow clearly, but he cut you
Yeah.
like well
and
enough.
I tumbled to the ground.
It was a reaction overhead swing. It wasn't like a
Right,
perfect
right.
strike.
As I sword at him like a human missile.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Nocturne, what are you gonna do?
I've got 2 running towards me. Let's see. How close am I to like a building? Like if we're at the end.
They're pretty close. The road isn't like super wide. I think the road's maybe 20 feet wide.
All right, cool. I'm gonna use cast a spell. I'm about to throw these guys off.
All right.
Not black magic. Cast a spell.
Yeah, just cast a spell. Okay,
Alright.
so what? So roll your 2d6 and add your intelligence modifier.
Which is gonna be pretty bad at this point.
I just have +0 now.
Okay.
Can't be that bad.
+0 is actually like okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
I mean, it's not great.
Roll
It's
the
not
5.
ideal.
You rolled a
Uh-oh.
5. Mark
Yeah.
XP. Describe to me what you were trying to do.
You want me to tell you what it says if I fuck up on a cast a spell? It says on a miss, something's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah,
It's gone
yeah.
horribly
Jesus
wrong.
Christ.
Yeah, that's what I.
Alright, so what I was trying to do was I was gonna like, since I don't know where exactly I am in the road, if I was close to a building, I was just gonna like hit the ground with my staff and have like just a black pillar come out from underneath me and like lift me up so I can jump on top of a roof. So then it couldn't get me.
You slam your staff on the ground, and you get what you ask for, but it's more of like something you would see in Wipeout, where like it just shoots
That's a
you in the
great way
air
to
really hard.
describe it.
It just shoots you in the air really hard, and then there's nothing, but it doesn't stay up. It just goes back into the ground, and it launches you into the air, and you land on the roof of one of these like stalls next to you, or one of these like stables. That's gonna be a pretty hefty thing. You managed to tuck and roll into it a little bit, so you only managed to take 1 damage from it.
Oh, cool.
I rolled a d6 and I got a 1, by the way, if you were wondering.
I thought we always rolled damage for ourselves.
I like
you
rolling
were
damage
getting
from enemies
damage.
and from like environmental shit.
Yeah,
Gives me
okay.
something to do.
Just like tuck
Good
and
plan,
roll,
dude.
but I land just like, landed on my rations. Oh, that hurt.
Thank God I always keep an entire bunt cake as ration. Cushion to fall.
Okay, so you just
Something.
watched this mage launch himself in the air for some apparent reason, and the 2 minotaurs are now standing at the edge of the roof that he's laying on, bashing away at the posts to it, trying to get him down. And then the other minotaur that you just bit, and the one that cut Duke, is there before the two of you. What are you going to do?
I'm on the ground then, right?
Yeah, you're like getting
I
up
took a
off the
tumble.
ground.
I guess I arise as quickly as I can, having been injured. It's probably a little bit tricky, but I try to get up. Do I notice Mr. Professor?
So you're not going to have
Man?
any problem because there's a bear with its teeth sunk into the minotaur that is about to change back in a second here.
But there's
but-
still another guy too, right? The guy that hit me.
It's not
No,
close.
no.
though, right?
You have one minotaur that was trying to attack the two of you. The other two veered off towards the what they view as the more imminent threat because he has magic.
Oh,
haven't
they went
done
over there.
shit,
Okay.
So
So you have one of
Alright.
the normal minotaurs, and the other two are trying to get to Nocturne, and they're chopping at like the posts on this this like stable, the
Alright.
roof that he landed on.
So I get back on my feet. I'm like, all right, lesson learned. Don't get cocky. I pull out Old Reliable. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, Fuzzball, get out of the way. And I go for another shot on this guy in his back as he's
Alright.
being wrestled with by this bear.
And say roll 2d6 and add your dex for volley.
That's good. That's a 10 plus 1. 11.
Very nice. Okay, so roll your damage.
Okay. And I'm not spending ammo this time. I'm just doing my damage. I got 5.
Okay, so you got a 5 against this guy.
Mm.
Okay, so as you raise your weapon to shoot this guy, and Yash, you're tearing at him, and then you transform back into a not a human, but a Fey, into your Fey form, hands and knees on the ground, and you're not biting him, but your face is in the position to bite, and you're like maybe a foot away from his leg. As he raises his axe to strike down at you, Duke, how do you kill this guy before he kills, or execution style kills Rey?
I think as he raises his axe to like swipe down on him, you just feel like we cut, like if this is like a show or a movie. We cut to
Yeah.
like a front view of him holding his axe, and then you hear, but he just like
bang.
he's still holding the axe, but he just like falls over forward and like crumbles to the ground.
Okay, so he falls down to the ground dead. Yash, that moment of like, I'm gonna die, didn't die. Passes. What are you going to do?
And as he falls to the ground, I'm like, we gotta go help Professor over there, Doc Brown over here. We gotta
For a
help.
moment, I believe I've soiled myself.
A good thing you're wearing brown pants. Let's go. I go help
I
him
get
up.
up and start running with you.
Yeah.
We just run over there.
Yeah,
to
right over there.
the
Okay,
sick-
so
the
as you're
cool
running
dudes.
over, the two Minotaur are chopping at the posts of this roof. Yash, roll defy. Where's my thing?
Defy?
Defy danger. Do you think he could react quick enough to jump off of this before it falls, like after hitting the top of it and stuff? They're chopping it pretty hard. It's coming down fast. Do you think?
1 second.
So yeah, I was gonna say defy danger dex, but if you're not able to like get up and move out of the way quickly enough, I was gonna say defy danger plus con.
I'm sorry. I'm confused.
I'm talking
Wait,
about
what's happening?
Oh,
The-
he's talking to Nocturne. He's
He's
dealing
on the
with
roof.
Oh,
And
okay.
the Minotaur are chopping at the supports to like this little like stall stable thing that he's on top of that he boosted himself up to on accident. What say you, Nocturne?
I was gonna go for a black magic spell while I was still up here. That way I had the high ground against these guys. But if I need to roll dex, to jump
And so
out
you're
the
gonna have
way-
to roll defy danger first in order to like, because it's gonna fall here in a second, in order to like get off of it without an injury. So
Okay.
are you? Is he reacting, or are you just gonna like kind of roll off of it and kind of roll with it for a moment?
Probably just roll with it because he's not like he's not dexterous. Well, I mean, it's not
Okay.
like he's not bad. He's just not like a rogue or assassin. He's just like a mediocre in that department.
Okay, so roll defy danger plus con then.
Oh shit. Yeah, +1 con. That's a 7.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So this roof begins to
Massive.
collapse kind of to the corner, and like it's not collapsing straight down, it's collapsing to the one corner of the post that they were chopping through, which would put you right between them, but you roll off without injury, but you're now in a poopy situation between two Minotaur. What are you going to do now?
Black magic.
Okay. 2d6 and add your non-modifier.
You're goddamn right I will. That's 6.
I think this is happening as we're
Mark
making our way
XP?
over there. By the way.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay. So
Oh, I had something cool too.
you begin to raise your hands to cast something at these guys, and the big one sees you beginning to wave your hand. The other one's not quite as quick or intelligent, but the big one raises his axe and takes a nice chunky swing at you, and he does 8 damage.
Oof.
Uh,
That's a
Damn.
lot.
yeah, that hurt. He sunk his axe into your side or something, and it did not feel good.
Jeez.
Oh no!
It's a big fucking axe too.
I feel like that would just kill you.
No, it's fine. Just a little.
Oh, so the axe is on. It's like in me.
Well, it
Jesus
was,
Christ.
and then he yanked it out like he's a
Oh.
big, strong
He's
Minotaur
gonna bleed
man.
out.
Arr!
Okay, so Ray and Duke, what are you gonna do?
I think we make it there just in time to see this guy get fucking execution.
Yeah, you're rolling up on these two as he gets chopped.
Like, oh shit, he needs our help. You got any more of that? Any more bear juice? Are y'all out?
Not right now.
Damn. What do we do?
You do your thing. I'll go at him. So I run and I try to jump and hit him with my shillelagh.
All right.
All right, so roll 2d6 and add your strength for hack and slash.
2d6 and strength. Oh!
What'd you roll?
13.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so roll your damage.
That's 1d6, right?
Yep.
I hate that.
Unless it specifies otherwise.
4.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so which one are you swinging at? The big guy or the regular one?
The regular guy.
Okay, so
Wait,
the
is
other
any
one,
of them hurt? Is any of them
no,
hurt?
these two have not taken damage yet.
Okay, the regular guy then.
So you run up and the big guy notices Nocturne, takes a swing at him as he begins to cast a spell. The other one raises his head up, noticing a little later than the big guy, and you take where are you swinging at? Are you swinging at his head, his midsection, his legs?
Swinging right at the leg, just
Sweep the leg.
All right,
like a
so
bat.
you swing your
a
shillelagh
baseball bat,
across.
just
Break his knees.
Yeah, kneecapping him.
You hit him across like the thigh, and you just hear a crack as you do, and it's a familiar crack, being like experienced in combat. That was definitely not your shillelagh cracking. That was definitely his leg, and he falls to the ground and just gives that like the very stereotype like cow like or bull roar noise, just, as he goes down to the other knee and like drops his axe to the ground. All right, now what? What are you gonna do, Duke?
Guess the only thing I know how to do.
This motherfucker's shooting.
I started blasting.
Do you just have infinite bullets?
I basically have infinite bullets and choose to spin them.
Until he rolls a 6, and I say, click.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay,
I guess
so-
I could.
Roll
Sick.
2d6 plus dexterity.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I don't have a lot of space in my desk. Fuck! That's a 6.
Mark experience, my friend. Okay, so you, as I said, you go to fire the weapon and click. Time to change the magazine.
Oh shit! Fuck! Keep him busy, buddy. Kind of got a
I will
situation
say-
over here.
To make sense of this narratively, I'm saying like this magazine is empty. You probably
Yeah.
have more.
No,
I
he
have
ran
to
out of
reload
bullets.
now, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to reload. Okay.
I got it.
So you go to fire this weapon, click, and then the big guy hears this noise, and he spins around, and he doesn't swing the axe. He uses it to like punch you. Like he uses the head of it and like.
Well, I'm still some distance from them, I think.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot him from like point blank. Yash ran in, right? Ray.
Yeah.
Took his Shaligla.
Is
And he
Shiliga?
charged at him. I'm still a bit back. I kind of just, feet planted.
Okay,
know.
so you're several feet back. I'll give you that. So you hear the click and it's time to reload.
shit,
Nocturne, you just got an axe swung into you. What are you doing?
Black magic, black magic.
Black magic, black magic, black magic. Roll 2d6 and add your
couple of
non-modifier that is a 0.
God, give me strength.
Black magic, black magic.
Oh god, one of my dice rolling for. Oh god.
Reroll.
Yep, okay. Got an 8.
All right. Okay.
Woo!
Give me those conditions and
All right.
your tags and then your condition.
Piercing 1.
Okay.
What is elemental? I have not been able to figure that one out.
Fire, water, earth, wind, lightning, something.
4 nations.
I love that song.
That all changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I'm not gonna go with elemental.
I would attempt to stay within your wheelhouse with this though. Whatever would make sense for Nocturne.
God, I have no depth perception.
Piercing 1 and
need glasses.
You know, I'm gonna go forceful.
No,
again.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's not
My
fun.
eyes are.
So
perfect.
roll your damage.
I just have no depth perception.
Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled a 1.
Oh no. Well, you have piercing, so it does do damage. Describe what you're doing.
I think I'm losing it, guys. I'm fucking not you
Bleeding
just-
out.
Yeah, you just see him shakily bring a hand back, and then his right hand just turns entirely green. Just like glowing, and then he just punches the big one in the stomach.
Okay. Well, he would have turned around by now, so you'd be punching them in the back.
Yeah,
'Cause,
just like punching him wherever he can. Just
Yeah, because he heard
I want
the
to try and run
one.
away.
So he heard the one get hit and just shriek out in pain, and then he heard the click, and then like turned around to see what's happening here, of course, and then you punch him in the back, and you send him flying towards. Actually, give me your condition real quick.
Casting saps my energy.
Okay, so you're now at a -1.
-3.
Okay. Well, yeah. I meant like your modifier would be a -1.
Modifier?
Yeah, because you were at
Damage
+2, then you were -1, then another -1. So that would put you at 0, and then this one would put you at a -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so you punch this large minotaur with a very forceful attack, sapping your energy a little bit more. You send him flying towards I think about 10 feet closer to Duke.
Shit.
Sorry.
So, so Ray, you see this? You hit this this minotaur with great, just absolutely insane strength, and just bring him to his knees, as the other one goes flying past you into the mud. What do you do?
I guess I execute.
You're gonna try and
So,
take him out.
I'm
The
gonna try
one
to
you
take
just
him
hurt.
out. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
take my shillelagh and I'm gonna swing by its neck to try to like decapitate with all my
Try and
strength.
decapitate him
Just
through
like a-
sheer blunt force.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Just
Okay.
through mere, just right through
Let's
it.
let's see how this happens. Roll hack and slash. So 2d6 plus strength.
Okay.
Please roll a fucking 2.
9,
Damn it.
10.
Oh, good enough. Roll damage. Perfect. Full success.
Give me something good. 3. Oh.
Okay, he's probably dead now.
Okay, so you don't quite execute him, but while he's like screaming
He
into the
wishes
air,
he was fucking dead.
you reel back with this shillelagh and you knock him across the head, and he just falls to the ground unconscious.
This is the
Okay.
guy that he kneecapped, right? That's in front of
Yeah,
him.
this is the same
Yeah.
guy that kneecap.
Okay.
This guy, you either broke his fucking femur or just shattered his knee, something along those lines. Okay, Duke, you are in a fucked up situation right now, probably. What are you gonna do?
I'm running the opposite direction of this fucking giant minotaur that's been magically flung ever closer towards me. And I'm looking for something that I can like climb up on to get some high ground while I'm reloading my pistol.
There's probably, let's see. There is where you guys are, I'd say there's like the side of a building, like maybe a chimney sticking at the side. You could try and like climb up it a little bit.
Anything to get me like, yeah.
Okay.
out of this reach.
So you begin climbing up the side of this house. Is there anything that anyone else wants to do while this guy's chasing after Duke? The other Minotaur being unconscious, the big one now chasing after Duke.
Black magic.
You gonna do black magic? Yash,
I'm
Ray, do you have anything you want to do?
I don't think there's much I can do.
How much
Okay.
HP does Nocturne have? Can I know that? Just out of
11.
character. 11 left or 11 to start with?
He had 19 to start with.
Oh, damn.
He has
How do you have
We
more
start-
HP
okay.
than me? I should have.
We start with high numbers.
Yeah.
I used the 15 of my stats. but
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
Oh, yeah. You just have higher constitution than I do, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I actually
roll-
start with 20. I actually start with 21.
I think the PCs in this game have too much HP.
I mean, I think no, I don't know.
they don't have a lot, honestly.
He just took 8 damage from one
Comparative
single
to
hit.
that's
the
right.
damage that's done, I think it's pretty even.
like
I
almost
think it
half.
evens out pretty
Yeah,
well.
that's true. It depends on how strong of a monster you're fighting. I
Yeah,
guess.
because like if you're fighting bandits, it's like a D6 and it's inconsequential. Fighting this the big Minotaur guy, which is just the regular stats, not tuned down like the other ones are, this guy will fuck you up.
Also, Yash, my character is a bit different because of its move, but it's what happens when you reach 0 HP is really cool in this game.
All right.
Okay,
sick.
so
We'll see when we get there.
so we're casting black magic,
We'll get you there, boy.
right? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yep, might as well try.
Okay.
He's not
Give it
sitting there holding his wound, just oozing, just I can do this, and he's just shaking, aiming at this dude.
Okay, 2d6 plus -1.
Oh, not bad. I got a 9. So
Okay. So your tags, and then your condition.
near, piercing 1, and
I will say, I don't think you have any more energy to sap out of yourself. I'll limit you to a -1.
I'll say I draw unwanted attention to myself or put someone in a spot.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
So,
just, like,
describe
using-
what you're doing and then roll your damage.
he just grabs a chunk of earth and just crushes it, glowing green hand, and then he's just gonna like toss it with magic, just like flick it and
Just a
try to
fucking
hit-
mud pie.
Not flick, yeah, just grab some mud and just harden it. Black rock, just absolute fucking baseball toss.
The mighty spellcaster literally throwing mud.
Radioactive green glowing black rocks. Okay, so roll your damage.
One, let's go. Oh, I got a 7.
Ooh, very nice. And it's piercing. So you throw this rock and you hit this minotaur, and it was near and piercing 1. Okay, so you hit this minotaur, and you send him like barreling out of balance forward, and he turns and begins running towards you and Rey. And he's gonna attempt to take a swing at you, Rey. What are you gonna do? He's headed towards you.
I try to evade, like this with the swiftness of the wind.
Okay, so roll Defy Danger Dex, so 2d6 and add your Dex modifier.
2d6. Ooh, 6.
It's a what?
Experience.
Wait. Fuck. Oh, here you are. What's experience?
Well,
Wait. Plus what? What do I add to my roll? My 2d6?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. 0. Yeah, no, that's just 6.
Okay,
And then he
so
an
mark
XP.
an XP,
Oh.
and then yeah, as you try and like take a step to like kind of ready yourself for this attack, he brings his axe over and you slip in the mud a little bit, sending your back foot and you're kind of like off balance.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to do 7 damage to you.
Oh.
And then if you have armor, you subtract 1 from whatever damage you're taking.
Oh, sick. I do have armor.
So if you have 1 armor, you just subtract 1 damage.
Okay. I'm at 15. Oh boy.
Okay, so he brings his axe down and hits you, and then Duke, what are you doing?
So, as he does this, I pop up from the roof of the building, and I'm like, "Never turn your back on an enemy, dipshit!" And I send some hot lead right into his fucking spinal column.
All right, roll volley. 2d6 plus dexterity.
That's an 8 plus 1 is a 9.
Okay, so choose your condition
Wait, what?
for
Oh, I
volley.
have to look at the moves, right? No one ever rolls like a mixed success on volley, so I forgot that there's like extra things.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
It takes hours for us reducing armor by 1. I'll say I have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger of the GM's choice, I guess. So I have to climb down off the building, maybe.
So you climb over the other side of this roof from the side that you were on to get an angle on him. Roll your damage.
That's a 6.
Ooh, very
conserving
nice.
My ammo.
So that'll be that. Okay. So you fire off your shot, and it goes right through his shoulder, and he, like the other, shrieks out in pain and just. And he turns around, bearing his axe in his left hand, looking at you angrily. And as you fire the shot, the recoil from the pistol is just enough to like
Knock me down.
shake your feet loose from like, because it's not been raining today, but it's wet. It was probably raining in days recent.
Okay.
Your feet get like shaken loose and you slide down this roof onto the ground. No
shit.
damage
Oh,
from it,
oof.
but you fall off the roof and you're now back on the ground with an angry bull man bearing down towards you once more.
Shit.
Nocturne and Rey, what do you do? This guy is not looking too good.
Nocturne, wanna go?
Black magic.
Black magic, black magic, black magic. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it-
roll 2d6 and add your intelligence.
Oh, fuck me. I got a 6.
Mark XP. So what were you trying to do?
I like how you learn from failures.
Yeah.
He was gonna angle his staff towards the Minotaur and just like try to create another rock at the end to shoot.
Okay. So the green energy, like you seem to have sapped yourself pretty heavily here in this fight. The green energy begins to gather at the end of your staff, and then it just like explodes with some blowback and sends you back into the wall, and you take 2 damage
Oof.
as you hit the wall of this house next to you, or this building.
If I wasn't bleeding, it'd be 1 damage.
Okay, so you hear an explosion, Yash. You saw Duke slide off the roof. You heard an explosion and then an impact against a wall. You see this bull charging away from you again. What do? You just took a
Away
pretty
from
big
me?
blow from him as well. Yeah, he's running away from you now, back towards Duke again. They seem to be very singular focused, these creatures.
Yeah.
Thank
I see.
God.
Good for us.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'd be dead already.
So guess it's gonna be so risque. I'm gonna try to can I reach him? Like can I run towards him and strike him from where I am? Or is
Yeah.
he too far away?
Yeah, you can chase after him and try to catch him, hit him. Roll 2d6 and
Alright.
add your strength for hack and slash.
Alright, I'm gonna run towards him and try to grab him by the tail and strike him in the leg.
Grab him by the tail.
Yeah, grab him by the tail and strike him in the leg.
Okay, roll 2d6 and add strength.
2 to 6, and that's trying. $11.
So yeah, you run up behind this guy and you grab him by the tail, and you get a good hold on him, and you strike him in the leg. Roll your damage die.
6, yes.
Oh, very nice. All right,
I gotta be dead, bro.
Rey the Fey, how do you kill the big Minotaur boss?
Rey the Fey. Did you do that on purpose?
Okay, I don't I don't strike him in the leg, but I strike him right on like the side, towards the ribs.
The ribs?
Yeah, and the thing just goes right in, you know, through the armor,
Oof.
just goes
Jesus.
right into there, just breaks all that shit.
So
You can see
dude,
like just a
What's
pool
this
of blood
shillelagh
coming
made
out of it.
fucking tungsten?
it's like Fey. It's like Fey wood.
No, so it's the hardest.
It's Feywood and Magic Oblivion.
Obsidian.
So
you mean?
Duke,
Obsidian.
you watch as this crazy Fey man runs up behind this large Minotaur bearing down on you and just jams this fucking shillelagh so hard, such a hard bludgeoning strike that it goes through his armor and into his body and just ends him. You don't even see, nothing comes out, but you just see like blood pour out of this fucking hole that you leave at him. What are you guys gonna do now?
So,
Way to go, team.
A mage. So be it.
Damn. That shit was wild.
Nocturne's gonna drink the one healing potion that he has.
Okay, add 10 HP.
Oh, thank God, that brings me back to max. You just see the wound just
Ew.
visceral and just oh.
Probably takes a little bit in his hand and like smears it across the wound and then just downs
Yeah,
the
that's
rest.
what I was, just like a salve. Just there
What
we
does
go.
a healing potion taste like?
We talked about the one from Djamba or whatever his name was. They tasted like mud, but he was like a witch doctor guy.
Oh, right.
So
Probably
what does
tastes
this one
berry.
taste like?
Probably just some, like, it has all the normal ingredients that don't taste very good, but just throwing in a little bit of something sweet, like some berries that they find.
It's like cough syrup.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect the spell too much, but it makes it more palatable. That way it's, yeah, I don't know, just a thing they can do since they have the time to do it. Research how they can make it more flavorful, but yeah, it's essentially just cough syrup at that point.
All right.
Okay,
Still very-
so you drink this potion. Duke and Rey, what are you doing?
Like, well,
I look at Duke. I'm like, so shall we go talk to the leader of this place?
he's still even alive. I don't know where that guy got some help.
Seems like we took all the damage. At
Yeah,
least as far as
pussy.
we know.
So at this moment you hear it's like a very high pitched horn sound ringing out through the streets, and it stops for a second. Then you hear it's just like somebody sounding a horn, and then you begin to see several figures at the other end of town where the Minotaurs were originally standing at the beginning. They begin to run down the road in that direction. You see 3 or 4 of them, and another very, like, way smaller figure, much more normal-sized figure running in front of them, and they begin to take off down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that you knocked out begins to kind of like come to on the leg. He's laying on the ground in the mud, the broke-ass leg. Probably a cracked
I
skull.
forgot that guy's not dead.
But he kind of begins to kind of come around. You kind of see him, like, his head like bobbing and his eyes like kind of hazy, slowly kind of opening, closing. What do you do?
Oh shit! Forgot about that guy.
Can you take care of
Bonk
him?
him.
We could
Bonk
interrogate
him?
him.
Yeah, I
can
don't
do
got
that.
that many bullets left, partner.
We're such meatheads. Like, that's a good idea.
Look at
Came
look,
to hear from a mage.
look at this poor guy. He can't even fucking limp. Like, what is he gonna do? Look at his eyes.
Okay,
Those are
well
dead
then go
eyes.
ahead and ask him if he's gonna
Well-
be nice after we just smashed his leg to pieces.
No.
Turned his brains to scrambled eggs. Go ahead and ask him. See if he's friendly. Sure, that'll work.
Well, I never did do the interrogating. Interrogating.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
So I guess it's up to the mage then.
He's gonna like get within 10 feet of him and just like, hey,
I come with you. I'm like, hey, I won't leave you alone now, will we?
I drank a healing potion. I can handle this now. Just, hey, buddy. Still in there?
I don't think he remembers
He's just
how
kind
to
of.
talk.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
This is-
usually people aren't
this is-
exactly too happy after you smash their skull to smithereens.
I wanted to try, okay?
Worth a shot, I guess.
What do you want with me?
Got info? Yes?
Nothing I want to tell you.
You sure about that? We are 1 second away from just making you a stain on the fucking gravel.
He's a really big guy, so he reaches up with his long fucking arm and grabs you by the shirt, and he says, "Fuck you."
Black magic.
I
Has it been a
step.
few
No,
minutes?
wait.
I think I'm good.
I step on his leg. Come on, buddy. Work with us.
What the hell are you trying to find out?
Why were they attacking us?
I don't know. Probably because they're fucking monsters.
Roll 2d6 and add charisma.
Wait,
for parlay.
Me or fucking Rey? So I can do it. If I roll parlay, I can offer to cast a spell as leverage.
Okay,
To heal him?
go ahead.
I can't heal.
Oh, well, what are you offering him then?
We'll roll first, and then we'll get to that, because that's part of the move.
Charisma.
Well, you're supposed to say what you're, like...
Can always offer. It says I can always
Well,
offer.
he has leverage on him. It's not really that he's... This is when you have leverage on a GM character and manipulate them, roll plus
Leverage
charisma.
is something they need or
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
wants to
he
what,
needs you
not
to get
die?
it the fuck off of his leg.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, what else?
Sure. So that does count. I mean, violence counts as...
See, I'm going not based on the, like, need or want. I'm going based on the leverage. You have leverage here. So roll 2d6 and add charisma.
You can either give us some information, or I can cast an even bigger rock to be stuck on your leg, weighing more than this guy and this guy combined.
The real question is, can you create a rock that's so big even you can't lift it?
I couldn't fucking tell you. I got a 5.
Mark
I have
XP.
-1. I have -1 to charisma.
Oh.
Have you seen me? I'm a wise
That's a
guy, but I
shame.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
you do
like
look homeless.
Okay, so
No disrespect to the homeless.
he releases your shirt and kind of gives you like the shove, and just like lays his head back in the mud and says, "Kill me."
This is where we don't kill him. He wants to die.
What are we doing?
What the fuck? I come up, I walk up and I shoot him in the head.
All right,
Y'all are fucking psychopaths.
he's dead.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you
Just
don't have to
end
roll
his
for that. He's
misery.
not exactly a moving target, so he's dead.
Since when are we fucking good cop, bad cop? Just get rid of him. Jesus Christ.
So standing here
I'm
debating
sorry.
over
Got
the
excited for the good old times.
over the Minotaur
feel
and
home bit.
shooting him in the head and finishing him off, giving them the mercy kill. The sheriff
That
runs
point
back
it
over and
was.
he says, "Did you killed all of these?"
Yep, told you.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, okay.
Oh, we did.
And he's got like a couple of guards are standing next to him. He says, "Call everyone back to town. I think it's safe now. I think we're okay. Have guards posted at that end of town to watch for more if they come back." And he says, "Sheriff Gideon," and he like extends his hand to you.
Nocturne shakes his hand.
Duke Lars.
Thank you for
Pleasure
your
to meet
help.
you.
These guys have been a problem lately. You should speak to the lord of the town.
The Lord? Is that
What a
your leader?
coincidence. That's
Yeah, his name-
exactly what I
his-
need.
His name is Taser Kursik.
That would be quite a pleasure.
I'm
He
gonna
could
level
probably
with you,
use your
brother, that's a
services.
bit
You
of a
guys,
mouthful.
you guys are mercenaries, right? Like you do this sort of thing.
I'm a pal.
Ow.
Helper in town. No, I'm kidding. I don't say that.
What my friend is trying to say here is yes. Yes.
Okay,
We are.
Come with me.
Mercenaries.
He says, "Come with me. Let's go. We need the Lord needs to speak with you." Then.
As you wish.
Okay.
Lead the way,
so,
brother.
So you begin to
It's
follow the sheriff Gideon, and he takes you to the northern side of town, like the northeast side, and you walk into a more ornate building than the rest. Probably a bell tower and a steeple on it as well. Looks a little bit like a small church in a way, but you walk in, very stereotype. Long, large room. Stained glass windows with a chair at the end of the hall where the Lord Taser Kursik sits. And he says, "Thank you, welcome, welcome. I thank you all for your services. Now, what do you all need?" that I could possibly pay you with.
Who wants to go first?
I need information.
Okay.
These guys probably need information more than I need healing potions, so I'll let you two tell them, what did y'all need? What were y'all here for this magic?
After you, Jolly Green Giant.
So, up in the town of... Okay, a couple questions. What's
Mhm.
it called up there? What's the tower called? I always forget its name.
The Tower of Abzana.
Absana. And my forest? Does it have a name?
We
I
named
guess I
it. What
should
was
name
it?
it. Did we name it?
Yeah, we
The
named it.
Great Wood.
I named it the well, I named that section where it used to be the ruins of Drow. After you're
The
gone.
ruins of Drow. I like it. Up by the ruins of Drow.
The
There's
ruins, you
there's-
say? The ruins, you say? I thought that place was
Forest.
bustling with Fae.
Up in the north. Yes, it was. That's where my people comes from. Or
Emphasis
what
on
remains of us.
was. What?
Up there exists a great tower. Do you know anything of it?
The Tower of Abzana. Yes, I'm aware.
Do you know who runs that place? What's it made for?
No. No one knows who or what is in charge. I simply know that they are mages and they do lots of experiments.
Mages.
To what purpose and what end, I do not know. I do not know their motives or their alignments.
Let me chime in here. Just give you a hand.
Do you have
these
a map of
mages-
the area? I would just like
I could provide
map.
a map.
the north with the tower in it, if possible.
And what is it that you wanted, human?
Well, all right. Here's the
Thank you,
thing.
my lord.
Me lord. You know anything about, like, highly powerful magical type of stuff?
Not much. See, I
Okay,
come
well-
from the north, in the mountains.
I'm guessing the answer to this next question is going to be quite similar to the first, but let's just say someone hypothetically was trying to go from one realm per se to another. You know how one might do something like that?
You speak of interdimensional travel.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
I-
something along those
What?
lines.
I'm not privy to such information that would be left to the mages.
Now, which mages exactly are they? Can point me in the right direction. I'll be out of your head.
His lot.
Who's
Points at Nocturne.
Just, hey.
Now, see, I already asked this fella about this before. He said he don't know anything about it.
My lord, would you happen to know about any wizards?
Well,
You don't have
lots
to
of
call
mages
him
know
Lord.
lots of things, and they all know lots of different things. Not all mages are the same. Some carry different information from the others. However, what I ask the three of you is, I need someone, a mercenary party, to hunt down these Minotaur and their gang. There are more than what you fought here today. More retreating, and as well as their leaders, besides the big one. He is not alone.
The big one.
Whoever hires them or leads them, I do not know, because they are similar to you all, except with a less helpful disposition than the three of you. There can be gold involved for you, and I can provide a map. What say
Now, how long have these Minotaur been attacking your town?
you? Roughly once a month, the last 3.
Seems like a pretty regularly scheduled attack.
It's not regular, it's never around the same time of the month, it's been at random, but within the month, at least once.
Do they always just destroy things, or do they ever take anything? People, objects, anything like
Weren't you
that?
watching? They were taking lots of things.
I don't remember you said they were like stealing stuff.
Yeah, well, I only said it.
Looting?
I only said it once. They were grabbing things and taking them, but yes.
Oh, okay. What did
They were looting.
Like money or like anything specific?
Barrels, supplies. Hard to say,
Okay.
but they were just grabbing things.
And you haven't sent any parties out to track them back to wherever they're coming from?
I can't spare the soldiers. The war raging on. The Empire stretched thin at the moment as it is. What more
Hey.
could I do?
You have any
The
kind of theories as to
Confederations.
why they're doing this?
Not one. Though,
Make any enemies with, any powerful,
though last time that they were here, they came with more of those in charge. That's why I know that there are more. And they seem to be, they were asking people before we were able to evacuate them to the other side of town to get them away from the attack. And they were looking for someone. But I don't know who.
I see. Well, we took quite a beating against those fellas earlier. If we were to hear you out and do you a little favor, we're going to need some serious armaments, because these guys, well, they ain't playing around. All right, they got horns, they got axes. They're mean sons of bitches, okay? I got this here pistol, and my friend here, well, he can turn it into a bear. That's actually, honestly, pretty damn powerful. And this homeless guy, he can make rocks green. I don't know.
I
guess
hate to
that's
say,
kinda
my lord, but my friend here is right. We do need supplies.
Well, that I can help with. I can't afford to give you anything, but things are available for purchase. And I will give you some gold as payment for your services here. The rest of the payment upon completion of this task.
Thank you, my lord.
See Murmur
don't have to
Steelfist,
keep
the
going.
dwarf at the forge for armaments.
You're not from this realm. What are you talking about?
He can see to your armament needs, and where the fuck? Hold on, I'm trying to find something. And see,
the Lord says as he scrolls through his phone.
and
hold on,
see,
fuck.
Brea Netherwolf for any apothecary type needs. We have priests here as well, if you need such aid in that way. Is there anything else that you would require?
Do you have any places that sell healing potions?
Brea would be the one to speak to for that.
Potion seller. I'm going into battle. I need only the strongest potion.
You can't handle my potions, traveler.
I can potions with kill a dragon. There's a load of mad.
Okay, so what do you do? Do you need any, he's asking if you need anything else. He's listed the smithy owner and the apothecary.
How
Do
exactly do
we-
you propose we find these here monsters?
Well, I assume you have some level of tracking skill.
I definitely do. Right? I'm a good druid. I gotta.
Maybe.
Sure.
No.
I mean, you lived in the woods. I'm sure you have
I live in
some,
the
some
woods. I
ability
can
to
see
track.
some big ass footprints.
Exactly.
What does perception go with?
Uh,
Dexterity? Wisdom?
Perception would just be discern realities, but that's not really relevant here.
Oh, okay. Right.
Anyways, I'm like, all right, tell you what. Put her there. You got a deal.
All
Gotta make
are
things
agreed
happen in
here.
the story.
He like sees your hand like to shake it, and he raises his hand up more towards his face, like by his chin, kind of like trying to like avoid your handshake.
Come on, I washed.
He like sits back in his chair a little bit, trying to look comfortable, but is clearly avoiding the handshake.
I bow down to him and just like.
Oh,
leave
come
the room.
on.
Say, what's
I'm
your
not
name,
doing
human?
Me? Well, you may know me as the Duke of Tulsa.
Duke of Tulsa.
Might
And
have heard of it.
Dude,
pray tell, where is this Tulsa?
Oh, it's far, far away across the pond. Probably never been there.
There are no ponds around here.
It's a figure of speech, friend.
I see. So you're
Means
from
it's long
Duat.
ways off.
Is that why you're so strange? You're from Duat?
That could be, could not be.
I must learn of this Tulsa and Duat. Tell me,
Oh yeah,
are there many of those Assyrians there? Those brutal, aggressive creatures?
Like refugees, like Syrian.
No, they're like zombies, but
Oh.
more dead and more magical.
Well, look, the thing is, I haven't been there in a while. Look, I gotta go see this. What's that dwarf? That blacksmith's name? I really gotta be going. We got Minotaur
The advisor standing next to him says, Murmus Steel Fists.
What?
Murmus Steel Fists. He's a dwarf.
Do y'all not have anyone around here named like Steve?
No, Steve works at the tavern, but he's off today.
I gotta get out of here. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, Nocturne does the Emperor salute, just hand to the head, and it's like, "Thank you, Lord," and he just walks out to go to.
He waves his hand forward in acknowledgement. Okay, so where are you gonna go?
And as I leave him, like, goddamn snooty ass fucking Lord, not even gonna shake my hand. What's the issue with these people around here? And you, Mr. Professor guy, I asked you earlier if you knew anything about dimensional travel. You said you didn't know jack shit.
You said something about realm travel. We know a lot about.
It's the same damn thing. Come on, realm dimensions.
Are you a demon? Is that where your dimension is, or are you from a realm, an entirely new place of existence? Tell me that.
You know, I will say you people put a lot of value on semantics, and in a way I respect.
You have to. You have. This is magic. You cannot fuck around with magic. All right? Did you see what happened to me earlier? It blew up in my face.
Yeah, I did see that. You know, and I'm sorry.
He almost died.
All the time. Yeah, you're fine. We will figure this out. We'll see if we can find realm travel amongst our dimensional travel knowledge. Maybe I can show you something back at the society. But for now, we gotta go kill these minotaurs. And get some
Alright.
healing potions. I need some more salve.
And I need to get suited up.
Let's see what they have.
All right, where are you headed first?
I gotta go to the armor.
I'm gonna go to, was it said Brea at the apothecary?
Brea Netherwolf.
I guess I'll go with Roy. I mean, Duke. I like Roy.
Yeah, but it's too similar to your character.
Wait,
No,
where are you going, Ray?
With Duke.
Okay. So the two of you wander off to go see Brea, the old woman. Or not old woman, sorry, that was the cloth lady. Anyways, you wander off to go see Brea. Nocturne, you wander off to go see Murmus. Who wants to go first?
Wait, was Murmus the blacksmith?
Yes.
I think I'm going to see Brea. They're going to see Murmus.
Yeah, we're seeing Mermis.
Wait, did I have it backward? Yeah, I have it backwards. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, the back asswards, my friend.
Back asswards.
I was confused there for a second.
So, the two of you wander in, and you see a dwarf. It's a cloudy, dark day, and I didn't do a good job of describing in way. As you wander through the town, the buildings are nice. It doesn't seem very impoverished, but it's very middle of the road, kind of on the lower side of the middle class sort of thing. And being this side, there's lots of river and lakes and such on this side of the continent, and so there's this sort of lingering fog, misty fog that kind of rolls through the town. It's very wet and muddy, as I said. It's probably rained in days recent, and you wander into the smithy, and you feel that warm temperature change as you come in. It's dark, unlit except for the forge. And you see everything's quite short and smaller, made for the size of a dwarf, that you see now over the anvil hammering away at what appears to be some sort of armor, or not armor, some sort of he's hammering into the shape of a sword. It's not quite there yet. Still like very square and very rough looking. What are you what are you doing?
Like, excuse me, Smithy.
Hello there. Oh, great! Giddy Greensman! What the hell are you?
Excuse me? You never seen a dude before?
Hello, my small friend.
Oh, you're talking to him.
What the hell are you?
Me? Or the human?
It's a little on the rude side, fella.
I'm not really concerned with what he looks like. He looks a bit weird, but what are you?
Who is he
Talking to me?
talking to?
Yeah.
He's talking to you, Ray.
Oh, me?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like pointing.
Faye.
He's got like tongs, and he's like pointing them at you. He's like squinting, like what? You are a fae?
Faye.
Never seen one before.
I'm a
Can't say
spirit
I've
of the
ever heard
forest.
of one either. What?
Never been to a
what?
forest.
What are you needing, sir?
All right, here's the deal.
Wait, what?
We got set up with a pretty good situation here. All right, we're on the Lord's tab right now. All right, I'm gonna need you to give me as much armor as he can afford. And send me on my way.
By the way, everyone add like 10 gold to your inventory. I forgot to say that earlier.
Yeah.
I was about to ask before.
Yeah, my bad. I meant to tell you before
Oh,
you left.
whoops.
So you all have 10 gold. It's like an advance payment.
And then the
Okay.
What could 10 gold pieces give me in terms of armaments, friend?
we could put them together.
Well, I could
You
say
need
that
some-
that'll get you anything from a staff, a shillelagh like your friends got there,
I'm looking for more protected
Knife.
type gear.
dagger,
How about 30
armor.
or 20?
Around the same. I'd say armor would be anywhere from 2 to 5 gold, depending on what you're asking for.
All right, how about this? All right, hook me up with a nice short sword and a breastplate. What's that gonna run me?
Short sword.
A good one. I'm not. I don't want this thing to fall to pieces the second it,
Tell you
it
what.
touches hide.
I'll make you a deal. You'll have it.
Okay.
Give you the short sword for 8 coins and a breastplate for 1.
What's the
And I'll
catch?
throw it in as at a discounted 1 for you. So 9 gold.
What's the catch here?
That's the catch. 9 gold. 8 for the short sword. 1 for the breastplate.
Hmm. It's a good sword.
What's the breastplate look like?
Just like a
Um,
cuirass that straps to my chest.
Yeah,
I'm
Just
thinking
pretty
like
simple, basic,
yeah.
nothing fancy or crazy.
Not
Maybe a little bit
full
of a
suit of armor, but
dwarven
just
touch to it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Probably like very square.
Yeah.
But it is sized
basically.
for a human. He has that there.
All right. Deal's a deal, partner. Slap
I-
down.
All
nine
right,
gold
glad
pieces.
doing
And a
business with
sword.
you.
That's hilarious.
All right,
Yeah,
Greenman.
in case I run out of bullets.
And he squints one eye and he says, "All right, yeah, Greensman, what do you want?"
Mm,
Is that? I whisper. I'm like, is that a slur?
Say, are you a salad? Could I
I'm
eat
not
you
a
if I
sorry.
wanted to?
He's definitely.
What have you got?
racist. At first, I wasn't sure, but now I'm 1,000.
What do you have in means of protection?
For you? How big are you, Ray?
I'm like slightly bigger than the average person. I don't know,
Like
like
6'1", 6'2".
6.5 feet.
Oh, you're bigger. Okay.
Yeah, like not too big, just like I don't know, like roots going up a
He
little.
says, for you? I recommend this over here. And he points to the jacket that was on that Minotaur. He says, I could probably resize it for you a bit to fit better. But we picked it off his body.
Is
I'll sell that
high?
to you for 5 gold.
Is that hide?
Hide, pretty good armor, very strong.
Do you have any shields?
A few. What kind are you looking for? Buckler?
Anything a little bigger?
We have some kite shields. Nothing much bigger than that though. Larger kite shields is what we have, but
You have
Nothing
any
much
armor
larger.
that would fit on a bear? Like not only fit on it, but specifically fit to its
No.
form, like bear armor.
not particularly on a bear, but the jacket would fit.
What about a
the
horse?
Yeah,
Man,
you got horse armor. That might work.
no, you'd have to see the stablesman for that. He keeps it there.
Alright.
I craft it, but I don't keep it here.
Want to go check it out?
What
He
about
just
a
like
bird?
kind of like stammering for a moment. He says,
What about a bird?
What about
What?
a bird? Do you
"What?
have leather suits for a bird?
I don't have a fucking bird.
No, wouldn't the bird fall from the sky if he tried to fly?"
That's just like a fingerless.
Their bones
glove.
are hollow.
Right holes.
Do you have bear weaponry? Green it into the claws.
What?
He can turn into a bear. You want to see?
No, I don't much want to see it. It sounds terrifying.
It's quite scary.
What the hell do you want
Not
from
as
me?
terrifying as
I
prejudice.
want the kite
friend.
shield. Give me the kite. How much is the kite?
Do you want the jacket or not?
I do not want the jacket. Give me a kite. How much for the kite shield?
4 gold.
4 gold. That's good. All right, we have a deal. Give it to me. Been good trading, partner.
All right,
about a
mark off 4
burger?
gold. It's not. It's a functional kite shield. It's nothing like to
You
write
got
home
ripped-
about.
Ripped off there.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't care.
You
I
spent
don't need money
4
or to
gold on
eat.
something that clearly usually costs a
need to
lot
eat.
more.
I don't need to eat. Fuck you. I'm so cool.
You know, money is kind of a fake idea when you think about it.
Okay, what now?
I'm a man. I'm a plant man. I don't need to eat. I just
I look
at
at-
the sun.
I strap on my little piece of armor over my, uniform, and I think I also have like a little like a tattered cloak with a hood just to kind of hide my appearance when I go about.
Okay, we're gonna
And,
jump over to Nocturne now.
Yeah. I was gonna
So
say
Nocturne-
something really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I just look at Ray and I'm like, I don't have really any idea how to use this thing. You know, I'm messing with the sword. But I think I've played enough Zelda to kind of wing it. So,
I could,
you know.
I could train you in the ways of the blade. You know.
oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Now we can cut back over to your thing.
Query: does Ray actually know anything about the way of the blade?
I mean, I'm
knows
like a
hand-to-hand
veteran
combat.
fighter.
True,
That-
but you use a shillelagh.
I mean,
I'm interested narratively here. Like,
that's like,
Is
I mean, that's
this-
like the weapon I found. That was like, it was like an old treasure
okay,
I kept
that's
in my
fair, that's fair.
office. It's like an old weapon, It's not really
Okay.
like, just like a memory thing.
So, Nocturne, you wander into another shop a little further down the other side of town, past where you had been in a fight,
My office.
past some of the shops that have been smashed and stalls and things. You wander into one that seems to be mostly intact. You find a a younger human woman, maybe in her late 20s, like 29, 30-ish. And she's kind of wandering around the shop, picking up. She's got things in her arm, picking things up off the floor, setting them on the counters and shelves, various. There's a smell of the fuck is going on with my internet? Why is this happening?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna disconnect or anything, but like stream is dying, and I don't know why.
I'm dying.
This is stupid.
My heart's sprinkling.
Fuck
We're all
this
dying
internet, man.
vicious peas and fruit.
I ate a pepper today. Fresh one.
Okay,
Good
it's
job.
coming back. The fuck was that all about? Okay.
I ate some
So you
fruit.
come in and she's setting things on various shelves, and it's lantern lit. It smells kind of pleasant in here, actually, for being an apothecary. Normally they don't smell nice, but it smells okay in here. And then you spot a few candles lit. What do you do?
He's walking in. She like picking stuff that fell on the floor, or she just like setting stuff up? Like,
She's setting stuff up, picking things up off the floor. A little bit of everything.
Guess Nocturne just walks in, probably like picks a couple things up. Is like, "Good evening. Yeah, need any help?
Good day to you.
I'm here to buy some potions if you're not too busy."
What would you like?
Something of the healing variety. Anything really. It just gets the job done. I'll take it. What have you
Well,
got?
I have healing potions and things like that.
How much for a healing potion?
About 50 coins.
Jesus.
Out of character. 50 gold?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Number 1, they're expensive. Number 2, there is a war going on.
Oh yeah.
Why are the
Other-
weapons so
Fuck you,
cheap?
I have other things if you're
I
interested.
guess I have an excess of weapons.
There's poultices and
People are
herbs,
dying left and right, I
bandages,
guess.
things like that.
Yeah, 50 gold. Your lord gave us 10, but it's understandable. We do have to make our
Understandable.
our
Have a
own.
nice day.
Are you trying to make like a? Are you trying to make like a haggly type motion
No,
here?
no, he's just saying. He's just like 50 gold makes sense. Almost forgot. We make our own for us.
You don't want to
Yeah,
use that
the-
-1 charisma and try and persuade her to bring
No,
down the price.
absolutely not. I don't want to raise the price for no damn reason.
Throw a rock at her and take
It's
it.
okay, we could buy one for you.
Fucking anyway. I won't be taking the healing
No,
potions.
we
but
couldn't. We can't afford that.
I am.
No, we can't.
I will.
Well, we could try later if you're still mad at him.
I'm
So
interested in.
what do you want?
poultices.
What are you thinking?
Poultices, something of that variety. Then
Plenty of
What
that.
do you
Plenty of that laying around.
anything good for, like axe wounds, stab wounds, just
Plenty of
something-
bandages as well.
anything of the healing nature. I took a good.
Yeah,
axe
she sets,
wound today.
She sets out some poultices and herbs, and she lays out some bandages. Bandages are 5 coins apiece, and poultices and herbs are 10 coins for a small batch.
You know what? I'll take a small batch of the poultices and herbs. That'll be just fine for me.
All right, 10 coins.
Hands of the coins.
Thank you for your business. Is that all you need?
That's all I can afford, love. And he just walks out.
All right. Well, safe travels to you.
Same to you.
This is highway robbery.
50
All right.
coins.
So what are we
Wait.
doing now?
Nocturne shuts the door, walks away. He's like, 50 coins. Dear Lord. Just shaking his head.
And then we meet up and we're like talking about bird armor, and they were like,
Bird.
check out these sick new weapons and armor we got. What'd you get?
He just holds up a bag of herbs and poultices. It's like,
Bag of oregano.
Herbs.
You guys
Cooking
want to smoke this
soul.
later? Heard it's the good Kush.
do you know how much they're charging for healing potions here?
I do
50 coins.
Is that like a lot?
How much did your fucking sword cost?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. How much was it? I actually got a breastplate too. It was $9 on total.
I got 4 for my kite shield. Quite the steal.
Man, I can't wait to get
Nocturne
back.
looking at the shield. It's clearly like very haphazardly thrown together.
Yeah. Wait, what does my armor look like? Is it?
I also
shit,
have no
too?
idea about anything about
No,
money.
the
I'm
armor's
just
fine.
pretending that I do.
Also, does it give me just like 1 extra armor?
Yeah, it's just 1 armor.
I have 2, I guess. Is that OP to have 2 armor? That's kind of a lot, isn't it?
No, some of the classes are able to get upwards of like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's what
Damn,
makes
That's
you
a
more
lot.
difficult
Remember
to.
fucking Edgar? He had like 17 armor.
Christ.
The paladin is as OP in this game as it is in D&D 5th edition.
Yeah, he would had 3 armor normally, and then he had 4 because of an upgrade.
That's fucking
Christ.
blessed. Anyways,
Christ.
all right, fellas. I say we turn in for the day. We got a little bit of money left. I think we should rest up before we head out. Go in the morning.
I have absolutely no money left. This bag costs 2.
Well, I got $1. What do you got? Look at Ray. Do you have any money left?
I got 6.
That should be enough for one night in the inn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the inn.
Can we ask the king for a favor?
He doesn't seem too keen on offering favors. The man's got. Apparently, he's fucking broke.
I guess
He doesn't
so.
know shit. He sucks. Fuck him. I'm going to bed.
All right, let's just head on to the end.
I'm calling it.
So you head into the inn, back into the warm environment as before, and the half orc standing there again, and he greets you and welcome back. What are you
Hey,
in for now?
We just want a night in the inn. 3 people.
Give us a couple rooms.
I can do that. A gold apiece.
Sure. Hey, do you know how much they're charging for healing potions over there? 50 fucking gold pieces. Can you believe
Quite
it?
expensive,
Highway
I
robbery.
believe. The war's going on. It's raging right now.
Well,
Can understandably be 50 gold.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure, I guess. I thought you'd be out. I thought we'd kind of bond over our mutual outrage, but you seem not really too bothered. So anyway, here's one gold.
Sure, gold, right? All right,
There you
fellas.
go. I give him
Alright.
gold.
So you go up to your rooms. Not
Yep.
too shabby. Pretty decent. Middle, like as I said, middle of the road. Not bad, not good. Just
fine.
just enough. Beds, places to put your things. You settle in. Take your night's rest. Does anyone want to do anything over the night?
Is there stuff we can do overnight?
If you want. You don't have to take watch or anything like that because you're not making camp. You're safely in an inn.
All right, I'm gonna like pray and shit.
Do you even need to sleep?
I don't actually.
Are you going to spend
See-
all night doing the prayer or are you just doing it for a moment?
I'm just gonna pray and do rituals to my
Okay.
god.
Anybody else?
With Rey preoccupied with prayer, we see Duke on his bed in the corner, and he pulls out a photo of a boy. He looks to be about 2, and he just looks at it for a while, and he says under his breath, "I'm coming, buddy. Don't worry." And then he goes to bed.
Bro, why am I crying in the club right now?
Nocturne, anything you would like to do before bedding down?
It's just a simple matter. He's just stitching up his fucking the axe wound in his
This
clothes.
guy's had a fucking bad day.
He almost got Darth Mauled.
fucking nearly chopped in half. Gotta repair my own clothes.
He got ripped
Gotta
off
put a
at the
healing
fucking
potion.
potion store.
Nearly blew myself up. This town has been nothing but a curse.
Life of a mage.
Goddamn
Being yelled at
minotaurs.
by a fucking hick.
All right, so if that's everything, everyone settles in, and so Yash, you said are you doing this all night? You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm alert.
So yeah,
So,
sitting through the night as you pray. Mostly silence and the sounds of heavy breathing of sleeping from the other two, and you hear kind of a whisper ring out from what you would assume is like an ethereal plane, and you hear, "Take the hunt, find the source," and you feel yourself being pulled to that you're going in the right direction, that you're doing the right thing, going after these Minotaur and their leaders
sweet.
for the forest. And then
Forest talks to me, for I am the trees.
the trees are forever. And then it fades.
Wow.
You all awake in the morning. We'll end it here, but I'll ask simply before kind of cutting it off. What are you guys gonna do now? You come
Set
to
off.
awakeness. Set off on your adventure. All right, so we'll leave you all. You've marched to the end of town cinematically as we do a screen wipe, cut to black. The credits of the first movie roll through, and we will do the end of session move.
The other day, okay, I gotta tell you about this. I was laying in bed. I was like, you know how sometimes when you're, I'm gonna tell you about this, and I'm gonna fucking leave because I'm starving. Do you know how sometimes you're laying in bed, like trying to fall asleep, and you just start thinking about weird shit, like right before you, like, doze off, like your thoughts
Mhm.
become goofy. I got this perfect image of a character in my head, right? Like perfectly illustrated in my brain. He was a guy. He was like 40 something years old. He was overweight, middle aged. He had like a mask on it. Picture like Batman's mask, but without like the little pointy things on the top. He had a big fucking nose, a double chin, orange curly hair sticking out, a vest with the sleeves cut off, t-shirt his belly was sticking out of, jeans and boots. And I was like, okay, what is this guy? And my brain told me that he's a superhero. And then I was like, what is his name? And I just get this image that floats to the surface of my consciousness like a magic 8-ball, and it just said he was called the Farter. And I fucking died laughing. I'm laying in bed. It's the middle of me. I'm just fucking cracking up, laughing at my own fucking thoughts. He's like, "What's wrong with you? What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "I gotta tell you about the Farter." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I drew it the next day. I was like, "I have to show you." He wasn't amused, but yeah, it was funny. The fucking Farter, dude. That's what I want my class to be.
The fucking farter.
The Farter.
I need a
This
detailed-
noxious gas could kill even the largest of foes.
My gases could kill a dragon, let alone a man. You're a rascal with no respect for knights.
You
I'm getting
studied
fuck
the
outta here.
sword, and
Okay.
I think we're sitting in the bar, and I'm like, look, I want just as much as you to figure out who did this and get, vengeance or whatever, but we gotta make a plan first, all right? We can't just go storming into town, raising up a storm, looking for people with lighters. It's just not a good idea. We gotta get some type of audience with whoever's in charge here. Maybe, get some sway here, because we're just strangers. You know what I'm saying?
You think the president of this tiny town, the king, the lord, the leader of this tiny town, we just have a view with two randos just showed up out of nowhere,
Look, I know you
asking
don't
for
trust.
questions? That
I
could
know you
never
don't
happen.
trust humans, but neither do I most of the time. But this might be our only shot. Okay, I just don't. I guess I could just whip out my gun and start asking questions, but I don't want to raise a scene.
Ain't nobody want to see that gun of yours now. It
Ugh,
would just cause us trouble.
damn, that's all we ever do. You know what I'm saying? I'll drink to that. Bartender, your finest ale over here, please. And what do you drink? Like sap or like what's the situation there?
I like a
Water?
good maple syrup.
Waiter, one flagon of ale and one flagon of syrup. Your
Aged
finest
syrup,
free
if you got
sap.
any.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, any
Sounds
good?
great.
What do you
Well-
think?
Feels strange, but tastes like the real deal.
Let me get a sip of that.
Here.
Oh, that's strong stuff there. Ugh.
It's some good stuff.
Oh my god, it's like I just swallowed a pack of menthol cigarette. Ugh.
Do not know what you speak of, but I like your face.
You wouldn't like them.